Hello, and welcome to another episode of the 1995 Rewind, where we look at films released in 1995 that are turning 30 in 2025. And today, the penultimate episode of this set of films from 95 is Babe, the Wonder Pig. Or should I say, That'll Do, Pig. That will do. You don't really think of cuddly farm animals when you think of George Miller, who gave us the Mad Max franchise, but he is a co screenwriter on this film, which was actually directed by Chris Noonan. It's about a gentle farmer who finds a baby piglet at a county fair. The pig almost ends up at Christmas dinner, but instead gets uh, mentored by a border collie and learns that he can herd sheep and becomes famous, saves him from an otherwise grim fate. It is a cute movie. It is a really fun movie. James Cromwell, who plays the Farmer Hoggett, gives a nice performance as well. Probably not the typical kind of thing you see me shouting out as movies that I remember, but I do remember when Babe came out and its sequel a few years later, Babe Pig in the City. And they always were a lot of fun. Kind of a heartwarming film, kind of a sweet film. Something, if you haven't seen it, it's good for the whole family. Something fun to just check out together. And I always enjoyed, as I said, James Cromwell, who we've seen play all kinds of really different, usually more serious and somber characters. In fact, 2 years after this, he played one of the most memorable characters he's played for me in LA Confidential. But here, something a little bit different. Something a little bit more fun. Babe, one of those movies we had on VHS, always a good comfort watch. So it makes sense to include it here on the 1995 Rewind. Well, that'll do it for this week. Next week, I will be back with the last of my 95 Rewind films and a classic from the world of Batman. Until then, have a wonderful week.